Hi guys. Today I will tell you about the Occidental Punta Cana Hotel, which is located in the Dominican Republic. We have analyzed thousands of tourist reviews about this hotel, so we definitely have a lot to share with you. Let's go. As always, let's start with some general information about the hotel. Occidental Punta Cana offers its guests a magnificent private beach, an incredibly beautiful territory, excellent dining in 11 restaurants, as well as bars with great tropical cocktails. Guests have access to 3 swimming pools and a tennis court. The hotel provides a tropical paradise atmosphere for a relaxing and comfortable vacation. To keep you entertained, various shows and parties are held in the evenings. Additionally, you can go kayaking or diving. The hotel's ratings are 4.6 on Google, 8.1 on Booking, and 4 on TripAdvisor. The rating is not very high, and there is definitely a lot to discuss, so make sure to watch this video until the end to learn all the pros and cons of Occidental Punta Cana. You can find links in the description and the pinned comment to check the prices and book a room at this hotel. Friends, right now, I will tell you about all the pros and cons of this hotel. But before we start, I want to ask you to subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. Let's start with the most exciting part, the beach. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. On one hand, I really like the beach at Occidental Punta Cana. Here, you will find soft white sand and a warm turquoise sea. It's the perfect place to relax. The hotel is very close to the beach, making it quick and convenient to get there. However, the beach amenities could be much better. For example, there are no umbrellas, which means no shade, making sun exposure less comfortable. There were not enough sun loungers, and if you arrived at the beach after 8 a.m., there were no available spots. Many sun loungers were dirty, and some even had holes, which is completely unacceptable for a hotel of this level. The staff should definitely pay more attention to their condition. Despite these drawbacks, I really like the beach itself. It was spacious and picturesque, the water was clean and perfect for swimming. If the hotel improved the beach facilities, the experience would be much better. Overall, it's a great place, but the organization of the relaxation area definitely needs improvement. Friends, if you have stayed at Occidental Punta Cana, write in the comments what you think about the hotel, what you liked and what you didn't. Now, let's walk around the hotel grounds and see how big it is. The territory of Occidental Punta Cana is very beautiful. I especially like the well-maintained gardens that create a pleasant atmosphere. Everything is clean, green, with lots of palm trees and blooming plants, making walks around the area enjoyable. However, despite all this beauty, the hotel does not live up to a 5-star level. In my opinion, it's a maximum of 2 stars. Watch this video until the end, and you will understand why I think so. One of the biggest issues is the terrible Wi-Fi, which barely worked throughout the entire hotel. This creates inconvenience, especially if you need to look up something online or contact loved ones. Another unpleasant aspect was the lack of pool towels. They simply weren't provided, which is strange for a hotel of this level. The pool area was not very cozy, and the service organization left much to be desired. Even though everything looked nice on the outside, the comfort level was clearly below expectations. If the hotel focused more on service and improving amenities, the experience would be much better. Overall, the grounds are pleasing to the eye, but that does not compensate for all the shortcomings. So if you are looking for true 5-star service, this hotel is probably not for you. Let's head to the main restaurant and see what the hotel offers its guests, and trust me, there's plenty to discuss there too. The food at Occidental Punta Cana was quite varied. The main restaurant offered large buffets with a variety of dishes. However, cleanliness was clearly not a priority. Tables and floors were often dirty, and the dining areas were generally unorganized. Breakfast could have been better since the menu mainly consisted of sweet dishes, and the selection was not as diverse as one would expect. Guests with dietary preferences also had a hard time. There were no gluten-free or plant-based options, and vegetarian dishes were practically non-existent. Booking a table at the a la carte restaurants was a real challenge. You had to wake up very early, and even then, there was no guarantee of getting a spot. If you managed to get into an a la carte restaurant, don't expect much variety. Many places served almost the same dishes, just under different names. The Asian restaurant was especially disappointing, with terrible service and a poor selection of dishes. However, the pasta and Mexican restaurants were enjoyable, although desserts took too long to be served. The steakhouse turned out to be the best of all, with truly delicious food. The bars also had mixed service levels, but the Royal Beach Bar was a pleasant surprise. They made incredible cocktails and really cared about the guests. Overall, the buffet was decent, but the specialized restaurants and the organization of the dining experience were not great. Too many people, long waiting times, and mediocre food. If high-quality dining and service are important to you, this hotel is unlikely to impress. Now, let's head to the room and relax a little after a busy day, although even in the rooms, there are some issues, so stay tuned. The rooms at Occidental Punta Cana appear spacious, comfortable, and modern. The highlight was the magnificent terrace with a stunning view of the sea, which was probably the biggest advantage. However, upon check-in, the room was not entirely clean. I found hair in the bathroom, which immediately ruined my first impression. Housekeeping left much to be desired, and unpleasant issues kept recurring. Hair in the bathroom, unchanged sheets, and an overall feeling of uncleanliness. Additionally, the room had high humidity, causing a musty smell of mold. Some guests complained about cockroaches in their rooms, and unfortunately, I encountered bedbugs in my bed. In the morning, I discovered bite marks on my body. Another downside was that toiletries were not provided daily. We had to constantly remind the staff. The sheets were never changed throughout our stay, which is completely unacceptable for a hotel that claims to be 5-star. Due to the constant humidity, the air in the room was unpleasant, and even the air conditioning didn't help. Overall, the rooms here are terrible, mainly due to poor housekeeping. Personally, I would never return to this hotel. Would you? The staff at Occidental Punta Cana doesn't make much effort to please guests. I appreciated that cleaning was done daily and that the housekeeping staff was friendly. However, as I already mentioned, the cleaning quality was poor. In the dining areas, the staff often behaved rudely, which spoiled the restaurant experience. The service in the Asian restaurant was especially bad. The employees seemed unprepared and in no hurry to do their job. Overall, slow service was one of the main problems. We had to wait a long time for food, drinks, or even just the attention of a waiter. Most of the staff was unfriendly, which significantly lowered the overall service quality. It felt like the employees were not interested in the guests and were doing their job without much effort. At times, I was simply ignored, which was unpleasant. The bars were slightly better, but the restaurants lacked organization and professionalism. I would have liked more customer focus and better staff training. If the employees were more welcoming, the hotel experience would have been completely different. Unfortunately, the service here does not match the hotel's claimed level. Sadly, this is definitely not a 5-star experience. I did not like the entertainment at Occidental Punta Cana. There were many activities, and the animation team tried to engage the guests. However, the entertainment was boring and repetitive, which quickly became tiresome. There was not enough variety in the daily and evening shows, and many activities felt unorganized. Additionally, the entertainment staff did not always behave professionally. They made inappropriate comments in front of guests, which was awkward and out of place. The nightclub only played American music, so if you enjoy a diverse playlist, you might be disappointed. It seemed like the animators weren't putting much effort into creating truly memorable shows. The games and active entertainment also felt chaotic and poorly organized. I missed high-quality evening performances with professional execution and original acts. If the entertainment had been more diverse and better organized, the experience would have been much more enjoyable. In the end, despite the animators' efforts, the entertainment at the hotel was more disappointing than enjoyable. Just like everything else at this hotel. We traveled without children this time, which was fortunate because the hotel does not have a kids club, playgrounds, or any child-friendly facilities. I also didn't see any children's animation, So this hotel is completely unsuitable for families with kids. But what disappointed me the most was the unsanitary conditions in the rooms. I can't even imagine children getting bitten by bedbugs. It's terrible. I personally do not recommend Occidental Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. In every aspect, this hotel falls short compared to other, more comfortable all-inclusive resorts. The hotel markets itself as a 5-star property, but friends, this is nowhere near 5 stars. At best, it deserves 2 or 3 stars. The natural surroundings are beautiful, but the amenities are terrible: poor housekeeping, bad service, and unsatisfactory food. I believe the hotel is not worth the money. There are plenty of other great hotels in the Dominican Republic where you can have a much more comfortable and enjoyable vacation. However, the final decision is always up to you. Only you can decide whether this hotel is worth visiting or not. While you're thinking about it, I recommend checking out our other videos about hotels in Punta Cana. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss our new reviews. That's all from me for now. See you at the next hotel.